The story when me and my ex-GF tricked an internet creep into snorting baking soda. This is my first post here. This is a story of pro-revenge from the early days of the internet, back in 1999. Back then, chat rooms were unmoderated and full of creeps who thought they could get away with anything because there were no profiles or logs. One guy in particular, let's call him Farmer Bob, was a total nightmare. He'd sneak into our community and bother the younger users with unwanted emails. My girlfriend and I decided it was time to give him a taste of his own medicine. We started by having her pretend to be a new user to see what he'd do. We quickly realized Farmer Bob wasn't the brightest. He bragged about being a wealthy cattle farmer, but then mentioned his parents were out of town for the weekend. He also had a weird obsession with his wooden shoes, claiming everyone found them cool. My girlfriend got bored of his nonsense and decided to go all in. She told him she was only interested in hanging out if he had the blue energy powder, a fake expensive supplement she made up. When he said he couldn't find any, she gave him a DIY secret recipe. She told him, "Farmer Bob, didn't you know that if you mix 3 parts baking soda with 1 part vanilla sugar, it gives you a massive energy rush and tastes like cookies? It's a total pro-gamer move." We thought the joke was obvious. Nobody would actually try that, right? Wrong. Farmer Bob thanked her for the reminder and went to his kitchen immediately. A few days later, we got an email in all caps. It said, "You tricked me. My nose is on fire. I had to go to the clinic because of you." But we weren't done. We somehow convinced him he just mixed it wrong. To prove it, we told him she used this energy mix to star in amateur slapstick comedy movies that were huge in Europe. To prove it, we recorded a fake trailer for a movie called The Spatula Ninja. Her younger brother wore a wig, and while he sat on a chair, I stood behind the camera clapping my wet hands together to create a loud, sloppy slapping sound. We shouted gibberish German in the background while they mimed along. The video was horrendous. It was blurry, shaky, and clearly fake, but Farmer Bob loved it. He was totally convinced it was a real movie and begged us to let him buy a copy. We told him we'd only send it if he tried the baking soda mix one more time to get the ratio right. We never heard from him again. I'm guessing he finally realized he'd been trolled by a wooden spatula and some baking soda.